A new way to get internet took to the skies recently, and you may not have even noticed. It doesn't rumble or shoot fire like a rocket launch, and it doesn't leave behind a trail as it travels through the air. Instead, it rises like a balloon lifted by helium, vertically at first, then settling into a horizontal position once it reaches its destination in the stratosphere. That is where it gets to work. It's called a HAPS, or High Altitude Platform System, and despite its appearance, this thing isn't competing with blimps or airships. Those are made to carry people. A HAPS is made to compete with satellites as a new layer of infrastructure in the sky. This latest test flight was the conclusion of its endurance program, bringing this technology one step closer to more widespread adoption.
I think because I've spent most nights since we launched sleeping next to mission control, that I may be too exhausted to share the excitement that is going on here.
The HAPS took off from the Sceye hangar in New Mexico, then traveled toward Florida before turning toward the Caribbean and South America.
After 29 hours of flight, we broke a world record that was set by us in August of 2024.
In total, during this last flight, Sceye's HAPS spent over 12 days in the air, including more than 88 hours staying in place over an area of operation, which is an important skill to fulfill its purpose of providing internet to users in a specific area. The current record for longest ever unmanned HAPS flight was set by the Airbus Zephyr last year, which stayed up for 67 days. Sceye's HAPS, however, ultimately aimed to remain in the stratosphere for up to a year or more. The company expects to be able to accomplish that thanks to the fact that their lifting gas, helium, will keep their HAPS up, reserving energy from the onboard solar panels and battery to power navigation, keep the HAPS in position over its area of operation, and power onboard payloads like, for example, an internet transmitter. Speaking of, Sceye's HAPS-based internet won't be like the satellite-based internet it's competing with. Satellite-based internet providers need users to install a satellite dish to receive their signals from space. But since Sceye's HAPS operate more like a floating cell tower much closer to Earth, they can beam 5G internet directly to users' devices.
That essentially means that any smartphone without adaptation will be able to receive and send signal with us because we just look like another tower.
Sceye is aimed at helping service providers extend and improve their network to reach more people in underserved areas. 2 planned test flights in 2026 will mark the beginning of the commercialization phase of Sceye's HAPS. One upcoming flight to Japan will provide internet in partnership with SoftBank, and another flight to South America will provide internet in partnership with América Móvil. As for when you might get to try HAPS-powered internet, it depends on your provider and what kind of deal they work out with Sceye. If it all goes well, you might not even notice the change at all. It'll just be like another cell tower, only this one's floating above our heads. I actually had the chance to visit Sceye's hangar in Roswell, New Mexico, as the team prepared for one of their earlier test launches. After that video published, I saw several people in the comments mentioning the fact that helium is not a renewable resource and that there's a shortage of helium among key industries. But Mikkel said that the purity of helium used to lift HAPS into the sky is less than the purity needed by industries currently feeling the crunch. You can check out my visit to Sceye's hangar right here. Let us know what you think about these HAPS down in the comments and subscribe for more stories that make you say, what the future.